Does everyone remember this article? A Remembrance of Forrest Fenn. The same writers behind the press release from July of 2020 of the cowboy on bended knee also wrote the remembrance article. Notice the cowboy has his hat tilted to cover his face. Here's a little excerpt from the article. I'm sure I will go alone in there again in the future and appreciate its beauty anew. Forrest didn't make it back to his special place in his final hour. But when I go back someday to lie down beneath those towering pines, tilt my hat over my face to shield against the bright sun, and drift off into one more afternoon nap in that serene forest in the wilds of the cowboy state, I know he will be resting there next to me. Did you hear that? Tilt my hat over my face in the wilds of the cowboy state. We can see a cowboy with his hat tilted over his face in the press release. Obviously, the same people behind the press release also wrote the Remembrance of Forrest Fenn article. Let's not forget the searcher from North Carolina, Pam Shetron, that said she received pieces of the Remembrance of Forrest Fenn article in October of 2019, well before Jack found the treasure. Pam is on record saying that she is 99.9% sure that Jack Stoof did not write a remembrance of Forrest Fenn. The interesting thing about this article is that Jack says he does not have a treasure, and this is in July of 2020, after Forrest said the treasure had been found in June. Jack stated in this July press release that he comes to us with empty hands and no treasure. We know this is Jack because of other fishy reasons. In one area of the article, they spelled the word patience incorrectly. Jack is asking for everyone to have patience, but instead of spelling it correctly, he spells it as patience as in medical patients, spelled P-A-T-I-E-N-T-S. We know that Jack was supposedly going to school to be a medical doctor. Medical doctors have patience. In this Russia Today video from 2010, you can hear Jack talking about Ronald Reagan's birthday. In the following audio, you will hear him talking about a cowboy. It's obvious from this analysis that Jack is a fictional character, the production of a writer's group.
Of the cowboy and the Jane Seaver giving birth to Ronald Reagan on in front of all the paparazzi. Ronald Reagan is definitely treated as sort of a god, as the second Messiah or something like that. So, this is a big event for conservatives. Any chance to find a reason to celebrate Reagan, they'll take it. So I imagine there are all sorts of events across the country. Hundreds of millions will make the pilgrimage to Illinois to see his birthplace and see the nativity play of the cowboy and the Jane Seaver giving birth to Ronald Reagan on in front of all the paparazzi.
The famed writer Douglas Preston stated that Jack was a fictional character. Pam Shetron of North Carolina said that she's 99.9% sure that Jack did not write the Medium article, A Remembrance of Forrest Fenn. Given all that this treasure hunting community knows, that without a shadow of a doubt, Jack was a fictional character. It will be interesting to note what Forrest Fenn's grandson Shiloh says on the upcoming Netflix show, scheduled to debut on March 27th.